Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be telling you my top 5 quarterback prospects in the upcoming NFL draft and who I compare them to. Obviously, the picture with number 1 is my number 1 guy. Not even going to change it. You should all know who it's going to be. My number 1 guy is Bryce Young. My comparison for him is somebody like Russell Wilson, somebody who's small. Now, I will say Bryce Young might not go number 1 because of how small he is. He's probably going to be the smallest quarterback ever, and that is just insane to think about how small he is. There's going to be durability issues, but I don't think it'll be a real problem. NFL teams just might make it way bigger of a deal than it is. He is great. He was really carrying. I know it's a surprise, but he was the only reason the Alabama offense was good this year. Jahmyr Gibbs was their number 1 receiver, and he's a running back. So Bryce Young is my number 1 quarterback, and he has proved it easily. And my comparison for him is Russell Wilson because of how he moves around in the pocket, and he can run, but he doesn't have to run to be good. He can still throw really well. My number 2 quarterback prospect in this upcoming draft is Will Anderson Jr. I think that he is a great prospect. He has the strongest arm in the draft. He has a stronger arm than Will Levis. He's more athletic than Will Levis. Why is Will Levis getting ranked higher than Will Anderson Jr.? It doesn't make sense to me. You've seen more of it in college, but I think his flashes have been better, and he's really carried the team. But Will Levis has too. Well, let's just talk about Will Anderson Jr. for right now. I think he's great. He showed some amazing flashes. I'm a FSU fan and a Michigan fan, so this is a lot to say, but he has looked amazing in college. He showed really amazing flashes. He has the strongest arm. He's the most athletic. He's not like a athletic like Lamar Jackson or Fields or somebody like that where he's fast, but he's more of a big guy. He's still fast. He's faster than most quarterbacks, but he's also a really big guy who lower shoulder and won't work out for him, but he'll try it. And my comparison for him is really somebody like Cam Newton. He's skinnier than Cam Newton, but I feel like he's really similar to him, the way he's built and just stuff like that. And I think that if he doesn't go to a good team, he's not going to work out at all. But if he goes to a team like the Vikings, they'll have to trade up to get him. But if he goes to a team like the Vikings where he can sit for a year, develop, and then he'll get to start and be on a good team already, then I think he'll be amazing and he'll be a top 10 quarterback. At number 3, I have C.J. Stroud, and there's some reasons. He doesn't have the best arm. He has a good arm, and he hasn't showed great running around in the pocket and stuff since he's been in college. But that Georgia game really raised his stock, and if you can get what you got out of him in that Georgia game, he has potential to become the best quarterback in this draft. But if he plays like he played the rest of the season, where he was just really a pocket passer and didn't run any, then he'll be really good still, but nowhere near as good as that potential is if you can unlock that scrambling, which we saw in the Georgia game against the best defense in college football. At number 4, I have Tanner McKee, which is a really big shocker that you're not seeing Will Levis here. I think that Tanner McKee isn't going to be a good starter. He's not going to be a good starter in the NFL, in my opinion. He should be like a 3rd, 4th round pick maybe. And I see him as being a good backup. I think he'll be like Carson Wentz almost, where he's going to be just mediocre. And you don't want him as your starter in the NFL, but as a backup, I think he'll be really good. And he'll be able to come into games and make big plays, almost like Taylor Heinicke. And my 5th and final quarterback is Will Levis. And I'm just going to say a pretty short thing here. He has the 2nd biggest arm and is not the most athletic in the draft. Why are people putting him above Will Anderson Jr.? It doesn't make sense to me. I think Will Anderson Jr. showed more flashes. Will Levis hasn't showed many flashes, but he also hasn't had a good team around him. I think his potential is to be pretty decent, pretty good, but I don't think that there's a likely chance that happens. I think that he won't be good in the NFL. I hope he is good because somebody's going to spend a top 10 pick on him probably just for him to not be good. when I think of Will Levis, my comparison for him has to be Mitchell Trubisky, he's not going to be good. That's basically what I'm saying.